You know, it's over 40 years. You know, it's run the gamut for me personally, for UConn. The excitement of playing in our very first NCAA Tournament game at the field house, you know, and our best player getting hurt. Maybe that should have been an omen. Like in the game, and we lose the game. Then the following year, we were really, really good. We get a bye, and our best player misses a three. We're down two, she misses a three. I mean, it goes halfway into the net, and it comes out, and I'm like, oh my God. It was a struggle. Then the third game, you know, we're down with 10 seconds left, and we get a bucket. Then we're up one. They go down the other end. They call a foul, but then on sudden, time run out. You know, it's just let's talk about it for 10 minutes. You know, no video. Excruciating, you know, and you go to the Final Four. So we've had that where it was just gut wrenching, and we've had Maya, Sue, Stewie, Steph years, and those guys where it's just, so what's so hard about this, right? And now we're right back to every game is a struggle, every bucket is torture. So you don't know what the path is going to look like to wherever you're going, you know, and you just have to have the kind of kids that can make the play that has to be made when it has to be made. And we've done that the last two games, actually. You know, it's been, KK made a huge jump shot, and Aaliyah made a huge shot today. You know, Nika got a huge steal down the other end, and you know, we got a layup. We knew it was going to be hard today. You know, they weren't going to score a lot on us, and I knew we weren't going to score a lot on them. I didn't know it'd be this low score. You know, I think 75 to 60 or something like that. I didn't realize it was going to be this. But
how much did you need that performance from KK today?
Well, the game became, it's hard to spring people open. So now you need people that can get their own shots, that can get to the basket on their own. Right? They don't need four screens, they don't need anything like that. And she's one of the few on our team that can, you know. And she's usually going to have a matchup that she can handle, you know. And especially with Ash, you know, Ash not getting a bucket today, you know, and really struggling to get touches. I thought KK really made a huge impact. You know, I think she's playing with a lot of confidence, and you know, I think the last 3 minutes, I think maybe she realized, oh my God, we're in the Sweet 16. So, beyond that, though.
She talked about not getting caught today. Like, she didn't get stuck in places.
Yeah.
Whereas early in the season, she did. She'd drive with abandon and get stuck.
Yeah. She didn't today. She just got stuck in the backcourt getting trapped a couple times, which we're working on with her.
You've talked about her being just sort of a difference maker for this team a few times. Just, I mean, what about her skill set is kind of unique and game changing?
Yeah, well, you know, for teams that want to get some pressure on us, we can always count on if we can get the ball in her hands right away, she can break the pressure by herself. You know, and she's been able to do that most of the season. You know, that get to the rim and put pressure on teams at the rim. Defensively, I think she's very, very disruptive. So I think with her and Nika in the backcourt, I think we can be very disruptive against other teams' guards. And, we didn't have anybody like that last year. So when people ask me, like, well, what's the difference between last year's team and this year's team? Well, we didn't have KK, we didn't have Paige. So that was 25, 35. That's like 39 of our points.
Do you ever see KK not going at 110 miles per hour? Like, what is she not going that fast?
I don't know, but she needs to start learning how to change gears. If she was a race car driver, she would have smashed up about 10 cars already this year. And that's the evolution of a great point guard, is to knowing how to change speeds and knowing how to control the game with your quickness, how to even control the matchup that you have. And if I want to speed you up, I can speed you up. If I want to slow you down. But when a person's just going this way, they become a little bit easier to guard. So learning how to change speeds, working on adding a little pull-up jump shot so that you don't always have to get to the rim. For a freshman being thrown in this situation, I think she's been, and we don't have a sub for her, so she plays 40 minutes every game. God bless her, to be able to go at that pace and keep it up for 40 minutes. But she's another one, her personality is always positive, bubbly, excited, happy. She has all that. So there's no negative energy inside of her that makes you tired. Like I sleep all day because I'm just a bundle of negativity. But she's just all the time. And, as she grows and as she learns, she's going to be pretty spectacular, I think.
Paige wasn't particularly happy with her own performance today.
She never said she was the best player in the country.
It's been all downhill.
It's been all downhill since then. Jesus. I just think she has a lot of opportunities that I'm confounded by. First of all, how many opportunities she can get, because you have to be really, really good to get those opportunities. And then, this shot's too easy, so I'm going to try to make it harder. Like, this is gymnastics, right? That you're going to get points for degree of difficulty. Then in the third quarter, you see her, the minute she touches the ball, it's out of her hands and the ball's in the basket. We talk a lot about, Jay Wright used to say this to me all the time. He said, you're never more open than when you first touch it. So when you catch it, that's when you need to shoot it. Once you start dribbling and screwing around with the ball, there's like 3 guys on you. Now you can't go anywhere. So we're trying to get her to be more, not more, be less, whatever she's doing with the ball, which I don't understand. Just catch it and shoot it. Catch it and shoot it. So when she did that in the, third quarter, was it?
Yeah.
It makes all the difference in the world for our team. Opens everything up for us.
Now, she told us that after the game, but was that just because she was repeating what you were yelling at her, or did she actually come to that revelation on her own that she needed to shoot more open shots rather than make it more difficult for herself?
Well, I don't know. When somebody's been bitching at you for 4 years to do it, is it considered a revelation, or you're just thick and it took a long time to get through? I don't know. But a lot of times I'm just saying to her the way I'm talking to you guys. But sometimes I'm saying to her really, really, really pissed off, aggravated, and she knows I'm serious now. But, she gets 25 and in a struggle game for her. And I'm trying to make life easier for her. Like, I don't want it to be hard for her. I don't want her to keep getting hit because she wants to, get in there and let everybody know that she can finish, all that stuff. So, yeah, we have to work hard to get her open. She has to work really, really hard to get open. And then the rest should be easy, So hopefully little by little. And up to this point, she's been doing that, She hasn't hesitated, She hasn't. But Paige is Paige, She's got a mind of her own, and she's going to do what she does. And I'm just trying to help her, I'm just trying to help her, make life easy for her. That's my job.
Did you deliver that message in this tone today, or were you a little bit more animated?
Yeah, I was a little bit animated today. I don't know that it was like Oscar worthy, but I might have gotten a mention, and they're like, "Wow, that was a pretty good performance." But what good is it if nobody's listening, right? Like, what good is this great, oratory by me to like, oh wow, you just like really changed her life. She didn't listen. Maybe she don't listen to a word I say, and she's on her own timetable. I don't know. I just know when she makes it look easy, we're a better team. That's it. And she doesn't have to work as hard. And we don't, she's worn out as it is. She's not one of these superstars that you see it. She's not going back on defense and just conserving energy. She's not going to rebound. She's not just going to go down there and go ahead. She expends a lot of energy at both ends of the floor. So, there's worse things in life.
Could you have imagined, one quick one, could you have imagined back in November when, AZ went down, or even January with Aubrey, that you guys would be one of the last 8 standing?
Well, I didn't think so. I thought the way we were playing, the way our mojo was, the way the vibe on our team was, it was very down. We were down. We were really, really, really down. And I would say after the Texas game, I thought we probably won't even make the NCAA tournament if we keep this up. We probably are going to struggle. We won't get a home game. And you saw some of the things, right? They're a 6 seed. They're 5, 6, 7, whatever the numbers were at one point. And then when we changed the lineup and we went with 3 point guards, it was even worse because they were all standing around bitching about who was going to get the ball. Nico wants it because Nico had it all the time. KK wants it because she's never not had it. And Paige ain't running up the floor for an outlet. She wants it in her hands. And I thought, man, this is the last great idea that I have. So if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. And little by little, it started working and started gelling, and they started feeling comfortable. And I think that 13-game winning streak made us feel like, all right, if we can keep improving on this, I think we got something here. But before that, like I said, I said, childbirth is a miracle. Us getting to Sweet 16 would be a miracle. And now here we are. We're in the final 8 game.